What I didn't know was that God was at work. And this is how God works, is he works behind the scenes and he asks you to take a step of faith before he shows you what he's already worked out. And this is something that I've been learning. And so here he was again doing that, showing up and making things happen. And as I was proceeding in this calling into the unknown, I received notice from my pastor that God had placed my name on somebody's heart. And long story short, the day after I moved out of my apartment, I met with this pastor and his wife. They explained what God had put on their heart to ask me to do, and it aligns so perfectly with what I felt called to do. And I'm not going to share that now. You'll have to stay tuned. But it was so special. And I was like, this is crazy. Of course, it took time to pray about it and seek the Lord. But every time I prayed about it, the only thing holding me back was fear. And what I was feeling was that God was calling me to just trust him that he was going to guide my steps, that he was going to equip me and help me in answering this calling. And he was going to be with me through it. And so I was like, okay, all right. And I said yes. And God provided a means for a home for me to stay in. And he's doing it. And so I haven't moved yet, but this is like my big secret that I've been keeping. And it's still in the process, but I will not be living in my hometown anymore. I'm actually going to be moving away and leaving my church family that I've loved and known my whole life, and leaving my immediate family that is so precious to me. Honestly, being home has been incredible because I get time with my family and like all the sister time. They're literally my best friends. And so it's been so sweet. Like one of my favorite things in my whole life. And so I've been doing that and it's just been so good. But I'm going to be moving away and answering the call of God. And so I just want to encourage you, if you're watching this, that if God's calling you to take a step into the unknown, trust him, obey. You'll get the answers later and it's going to make sense. And it can be so good. That was the other part. I was like, okay, wow, I have waited so long for life to be really good because I knew God could. I knew he could, but like it was very hard to conceptualize when you're so used to life being hard. And all of a sudden, this is what he's done. And I'm like, it feels like it's too good to be true, but yet it's true. And yet it's good. And yet I can feel myself growing in the Lord. And over the last number of months, I can feel myself healing and just embracing who he's called me to be. And it has been incredible. And so I just want to encourage you in your walk with God to continue to walk by faith and not by sight, and to trust that it does get good. So if you'd like more updates as I continue this journey, stay tuned, follow along, and I guess leave a comment, but let's stay in touch because I think it could be really cool. Okay,